All right, Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for November 20th to the 26th of 2017. And this video is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, definitely check out the link down below. We're using the actual size of the constellations, which is different from mainstream astrology. And so the signs are different, and you do want to make sure you're watching this video for the right sign. All right, so Virgo, I am recovering from a cold, by the way, so if I sound a bit congested, please forgive me. And I do apologize about getting these out late. But anyways, let's go ahead and have a look at this week and see what is being emphasized. You've had Mercury in your third house of communication and learning these past couple weeks. Still a great week for this stuff. Whether you're reading some books, doing some practical learning, maybe you're sharing some of your knowledge, doing some writing, things like this. Really, really good. Some of you business and trade, communication, correspondence, short distance matters, things in your immediate environment. Now, the whole cycle, though, in terms of this this theme of this week, really is in regards to the new moon we had last Saturday, and that was a new moon in your second house of values. This includes your resources and your finances, and most fundamentally, your inner sense of self-worth, self-reliance. So this is a great week for this, along with that learning practical stuff of the third house. Really good for developing your finances, investments, and again, fundamentally just accessing your inner resources, right? Your self-reliance, your natural gifts, and to pursue your values. Especially as we get into the week's end, we'll be in the first quarter phase, which would be really good for actually taking the steps, the action steps towards that. But great nonetheless to be implementing this stuff this week if you're guided to. Not to mention you can be attracting this stuff to your values with Venus here in the second house, and maybe even enjoying things, the simple life, good meals, relaxation, comforts, luxuries, things like this. So in terms of the aspects, it's actually a quite easy week, collectively speaking. On Monday, we are still coming off of that Mars square up to Pluto, so if you felt any tension last Sunday, maybe in regards to that communication, maybe in regards to deeper things or power struggles or vulnerability or anything deeper like that, it is great to just integrate this non-attachment as I was talking about in the last weekly. And through non-attachment, I think we work with it much better. But I think it's going to be easing up, especially once we get into about Tuesday, because then Venus does sextile up to Pluto. So Pluto then in harmony with Venus gives you this positive support here with, again, that self-reliance, self-worth, maybe some positive changes for some of you in the financial sector. And I think just really changing your worldview, changing your perspective on things in terms of what's possible in your life can be very, very empowering actually coming into the week, tapping into a bit of that adventurousness as well. So on Wednesday, we do have Neptune going direct after his 6-month-long retrograde. And this was in your 6th house of work. You know, over the past 10 years, it's been so important for you to be implementing this present moment connection to your work and to your routine, and to really let go of any mental projections or future projections involving your work or your routine to help you have more peace here. And so that's what Neptune's been showing you. This is what's moving direct. There could be a shift of awareness about this, or now needing to integrate more of this faith and trust with this area. And that's great. And that's exactly what you want to do for the next 6 months, is implement what you learned about this area the past 6 months, or what you maybe take a break with the past 6 months, but you know has been a theme for the past 10 years. And then also to any of this faith and trust that you can now bring in, generally speaking, whatever that shift of perspective might be here. All right, and then once we get into about Friday, the sun starts to shift into Scorpio, which is your 3rd house of, again, communication. So your shift of focus really starts to come into this sector by the weekend. Again, just really good for being curious and learning and sharing and exchanging with others, connecting with your peers for some of you actually, or your siblings as well if you have siblings. Anyways, yeah, with that shift, Mercury is also going to be squaring up to Chiron. So there might be some wounds coming up. I don't think it's going to be major, but it is your ruler. So really good to be doing some healing, maybe involved with that, again, practical area of learning and communicating, but just in general. If any wounds do come up, accepting them. And it really is through that acceptance that we heal, right? May also be pertaining to any wounds you might have about your career, your productive life. But trust me, you're very good with this area. It's just some internal healing you're doing with that. And then once we get into Saturday, that same stuff gets this very nice trine up to Uranus, your ruler trine Uranus. You're feeling, I think, Saturday could be a great day for spontaneity, trying some new and different things. Again, sharing, exchanging, all that kind of stuff with the third house. And then also maybe with your career, there could be some career opportunities. It could be coming through the relationship department in some sense. But yeah, it's really been about freedom in relationships, hasn't it been? So this whole concept of freedom relationships is now you're very open to it, or it's very much supporting you this week, supporting this practical energy, supporting you, supporting your career and productive life. So very good weekend for that type of stuff. And then the week does end with Venus trining Chiron on Sunday. So this is feeling a bit refreshed with the financial material stuff, which is, again, what this whole cycle is about. So you get some positive energy with that. Also a bit of open-mindedness supporting you there, feeling healed and rejuvenated with that adventurousness as well. All right, so Virgos, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast. Take care.